These are some of the most unsettling clips ever recorded. I've searched through countless videos to bring you only the most intense moments, so viewer discretion is advised. Let's start with this first terrifying encounter. It all happened on the night of February 7, 2024. Bear, the adventurous YouTuber behind the channel Exploring with Bear, embarks on a solo overnight trip deep into the woods. He's hoping for a night of eerie encounters, but what he gets is far beyond his wildest fears. Bear arrives at his campsite, sets up his tent, and starts a campfire. The forest around him is dark and silent, creating an atmosphere of suspense. As night falls, he prepares for bed, but the silence is soon broken by bizarre noises, suggesting he's not alone.
Did some woots. I did a Bigfoot call for the first time. I think it was pretty... Branch just fall there? Did you guys hear that? It's like right outside the tent. Alright, so I'm thinking maybe, now that we got these fired up, we check out the offering tree, maybe the lake. So
after waiting for about 20 minutes without hearing anything further, Bear decides to investigate.
Man, I could use a better flashlight too. I gotta say, this flashlight is not very impressive. Alright, offering tree. Let me try to get this light a little better too. There we go. That's more better. That's more better.
He ventures into the dark woods, his flashlight cutting through the inky blackness. Just 5 minutes into his exploration, something unexplainable happens.
What the heck was that? That sucker came flying at me. That just fall from up there?
A branch crashes down in front of him, seemingly thrown with force. Opting for safety, Bear retreats to his campsite.
Sorry guys, I think I'm gonna try to get a little bit of sleep, and if I wake back up, I'll check back in. If I don't wake back up, I'll see you in the morning.
He hopes to get some sleep, but his ordeal is far from over.
I just heard I don't know if I was even all the way asleep or what, but there was a huge crash outside. Do you hear that? There's more than one. More than one. Crap, wrong way.
Bear is jolted awake by a loud, unsettling noise coming from deep within the woods. His heart races. He can clearly hear footsteps, the sound of people moving right beside his tent, their presence just beyond the thin fabric that separates him from the unknown. Little did he know, this was just the beginning of a new wave of terror.
Something is standing right outside of the tent. It walked right up to the tent. Do you hear it? There it is again. What the heck is that? Oh. throwing stuff at the tent. I'm armed. No. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have a freaking heart attack. Man, whatever that is, I don't know what. I almost feel like it could be people messing with me. I just heard it breathing. Oh! I can hear it. No, please no, please no, please no. Please no. Please no. Please leave, please leave. Please leave.
Something, or someone, starts throwing objects at his tent. Each thud against the canvas heightens his fear as he lies there, heart racing, waiting for the right moment to escape.
It's been about 5 minutes and I haven't heard anything. But my heart's still about to beat out of my chest, and I'm gonna take this opportunity and leave right now before whatever that was. Sounded like there was 2 of them. There's people, creatures, whatever that was. I am leaving before they come back. I do not feel safe. I'm sorry guys, I'm not. Yeah, right now I hear nothing. I'm getting out of here.
With a surge of adrenaline, Bear seizes the moment to flee to safety, leaving his gear behind. The next 7 days are a blur of fear and anticipation. When Bear heads back to his campsite, he finds something even more terrifying.
It's been about 7 days since the camping trip now, and everything. I left everything here, my chair, my tent, everything. And I've just now mustered the courage to come back and get it. So now I got the camera going just in case anything happens. Oh, no frickin' way. Man, wait till you guys see this. Man, I am so glad we left. Man, I'm so glad we left, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Frickin' cinder block. Someone destroyed the frickin' tent. I wonder if they thought I was laying in there when they threw that block on it. Man, that would have messed me up. Man, it looks like somebody was trying to hurt me.
The memory of that night remains haunting. Roslyn Cisco, an Instagram creator known for his sleek cinematic reels featuring his Audi A3S line, recently posted a video that left his followers genuinely disturbed. The clip begins like many of his others: nighttime driving, empty streets, the low rumble of the engine, and a girl riding in the passenger seat. But as they make their way down a quiet, dimly lit road, something unexpected appears ahead. A woman standing in the middle of the lane.
No. Didn't even say anything. She just went like this, and I don't know if she's gonna touch it.
Yeah, no, that gave me a bad vibe.
Yeah, because it was like
running away from one of the camps, but that's weird.
But it's also like, bro.
At first glance, she looked like any pedestrian. No visible injuries, no signs of distress. But the way she moved was off. Slow, unnatural. And she didn't react to the approaching car. She didn't ask for help, didn't even acknowledge them. just stood there, staring blankly into the darkness. The unsettling part? She wasn't near any houses, parked cars, or buildings. There was no reason for anyone to be out there at that hour, in that location. The tension inside the car rose fast, and with no sign of her stepping aside or explaining herself, he made the quick decision to accelerate past her and get out of there. The video cuts off shortly after, with no caption or further context. Followers were quick to flood the comments with theories, some logical, others chilling. Was she lost? Was it a setup? Or something stranger entirely? Meet Justin, a popular YouTuber known for his channel, Fearless and Far. Normally, Justin's adventures take him around the world, exploring unique cultures and hidden places. But this time, he's decided to camp at one of Turkey's most notorious sites, Devil's Castle, or Şeytan Kalesi. Little does he know that this night will take a terrifying and unexpected turn. This ancient fortress, perched on a cliff in Ardahan province and overlooking Çıldır Lake, dates back to the 9th century BCE. Local legends speak of dark rituals, eerie sounds, and shadows haunting the ruins. It's a place where myth and history collide, drawing visitors with its eerie atmosphere.
All right, crew. You know the deal by now. Let's go on an adventure.
Justin arrives at the castle, where everything seems calm. He begins the 10-minute hike to the castle, excited to explore the mysterious ruins.
I'm gonna explore quickly, find a campsite, and you guys are gonna learn a bit more about this place. It's mysterious.
As he wanders through the castle and its rugged surroundings, something unusual catches his eye.
Look at this, look at this, look at this. Oh no. It's a light. Is this place lit up at night? It wouldn't make any sense though. I mean, obviously the light's here, but the town is way beyond the edge. You can't even see it, so it would be lit up for... I mean, no one will be able to see it lit up. Oh, but the cables are cut. Look at that.
Cut wires. This might seem like nothing, but it's the first sign of what's about to unfold.
So, this will be home. I've cleared some rocks. Let's get set up before it gets really cold, before that sun completely disappears.
As night falls, Justin sets up his tent and builds a small fire, hoping to keep warm as the temperature drops. For a moment, it all feels peaceful, but that peace is about to be shattered. As darkness settled, he decided to make a torch, like in old times, since he'd lost his headlamp. He took one last walk around the castle, hoping to find it before heading to bed. And that's when the story takes an unexpected and twisted turn. Did you hear that? A gunshot suddenly echoes through the stillness of the night. At first, Justin doesn't seem to notice, but moments later, it becomes impossible to ignore. 2 more gunshots, this time whizzing past him, and that's when Justin knows something is very wrong.
Guys, someone came with a gun and fired shots at the castle. They're firing shots at me. Oh, they're coming closer. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
In full panic, he had to make a quick decision. Stay in the castle and hope it was just a misunderstanding, or grab his things and run. Justin chose the latter, fleeing for his life.
I left everything behind, and now I'm trying to find a safe place to go. That's them there, with a flashlight. You hear those gunshots? They don't want me here.
Unsure of what to do next, Justin messaged his Turkish friend, Suat, who responded immediately, calling the police and advising Justin to hide. 5 agonizing minutes later, Suat called back, explaining that the police had arrived over an hour ago to apprehend a suspected treasure hunter, or possibly a terrorist, at the castle. And that's when everything started to make sense. Justin had been alone. He hadn't seen anyone else around, so he realized they must have been looking for him. He was instructed to go back to his tent, where the military police would be waiting.
Hello, hello, hello. Merhaba.
Mike, where are you from?
From Canada.
Canada.
You made me very slick as a big gun.
Yok,
No,
sorun
no.
yok. No problem.
No problem.
Turkish. Hoş geldin. You are welcome.
Nereye? Aşağı mı inmiştin?
Yeah.
Çağırdık seni.
Sen neredeydin?
When he arrived, the officers were there with large guns, laughing as though nothing unusual had happened, while Justin was visibly shaken. He asked if he could record the encounter, but they declined, so you'll hear only the audio.
So you thought I was a you thought I was a thief?
Yeah.
The only thing I was taking was photos. How many bullets did you shoot?
4 or 5.
4 or 5 bullets. And then you? 3. So 5. 5 from a pistol and 3 from a AK-47 or something similar.
Mike diyor. Fuck you children.
Exactly. I was like, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck? And then I ran so fast in the dark with no light up a cliff. I could have freaking died.
In the recording, you can hear the officers explain they mistook him for a thief. Thanks to Suat's quick thinking, the situation didn't escalate. As they made their way back up to the cliff, more police cars were waiting.
Merhaba.
Merhaba Mike.
Hi guys.
Saat nedir bu milleti sen niye böyle ediyorsun?
I caused the problem.
YouTube'danmış ya video çekiyormuş.
All good, yeah?
Bu saate kadar durulur mu burada? Tabii.
The officers ended up escorting him to a nearby boutique hotel to spend the night, even sharing coffee and cigarettes with him, as if nothing had happened. The next morning, as dawn broke, Justin returned to the castle to search for his missing headlamp, and things finally fell into place. Remember the cut wires I mentioned at the beginning of the video? They played a crucial role. Here's what actually happened.
When the police arrived, actually the locals had told them that there was a treasure hunter here. The locals that saw me come in, they saw a strange car park, a guy walk out with all this weird equipment. No one really does this stuff, right? And so they called the authorities. Those authorities came and then saw all the lights off in the castle. Normally there's lights. I thought that it was the lights were here to keep, you know, those damn kids out of the castle, spray painting and having sex. That's what I thought. But no, it's for treasure hunters, because if it's all lit up, the treasure hunters don't come and destroy this place. That's probably why that little cave is blasted in the side, actually, from treasure hunters destroying it. So they came here. They heard there was a suspicious guy. They ran the plates on my rental vehicle, saw it was a rental, and saw a smashed control panel down at the entrance. I saw it walking in again today. So they automatically assumed a treasure hunter came, cut all the lights, and was here just destroying the place looking for treasure.
Thanks to Suat's quick actions, the situation was resolved peacefully. Otherwise, Justin would likely have spent the night in the mountains. Luckily, he made it out safely, and those who had been after him wanted nothing more than peace. It was the day Rosemary do Nascimento Silva had been waiting for her whole life. She'd always dreamed of making a big, unforgettable surprise entrance on her wedding day. And now that moment had finally come. To surprise her fiancé, she hired a helicopter to fly her straight to the venue just outside São Paulo. It was all meant to be magical. But what no one knew was that this special day was about to take a turn, and the dream Rosemary had held on to for so long wouldn't end the way she hoped. Everything seemed to be going perfect. Rosemere, her brother, the pilot, and a photographer, who was 6 months pregnant, boarded the helicopter full of excitement and cheer. Rosemere couldn't stop smiling. As the helicopter lifted off, the photographer set the camera to record every single moment. Everyone was in high spirits, imagining how unforgettable this entrance was going to be. The photographer captured all of the reactions and the cinematic views. But just as they were only about 2 kilometers away from the venue, flying over a stretch of jungle and surrounded by a thick layer of fog, things suddenly changed. Without warning, the helicopter started acting strange. It started shaking vigorously, and within a moment everything went dark, and it was all captured on camera. Watch. The helicopter that was meant to land with cheers and celebration instead crashed, leaving behind heartbreak and shock. Tragically, none of them survived. The bride never got to say "I do." Her brother never got to walk her down the aisle. And the photographer, who had come to capture the happiest day of her life, never got to take a single photo at the ceremony. Dumpster diving, if you're not familiar with it, is the act of searching through garbage bins behind businesses, hoping to find discarded items of value. While it's more common in the US, many people around the world have never even heard of it. For some, it's a way to score free food or even electronics. But for the group in this video, it turned into something they never expected. At first, their dive isn't going so well. Among the scraps and trash, they stumble upon expired baby food. Definitely not the jackpot they were hoping for. But in a questionable decision, one of them actually eats it.
Jenny said he saw like an apple and pear one or something like that. Give me an apple and pear. What is that?
Squash?
Yeah, I'll take squash.
Really squash?
Yeah, let me get squash. I like squash.
Grab one of them drinks.
Let me get it. There we go.
Grab one of them drinks right there.
Alright.
Oh. In the mouth? No. We gotta see it in the mouth.
That's not bad. Here, wash it down. This stuff is good.
Yeah, probably not the best idea. Little did they know, their night was about to take a much wilder turn. Later that night, they pry open another dumpster, expecting to find more discarded goods. But instead, they come face to face with something, or rather, someone, they were not prepared for.
No. It's moved in there, guys. Guys. Moved in there. I'm not even joking. Moved inside of that dumpster. There is something underneath of that box. I'm not going over there. You look at it. I'm not going over there. That box right there just moved. I'm not even joking. That one. Oh, hell no! 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 He's gotta go! No! Oh, hell no! I freaking cut my arm! You better be... Oh, dude! Are you alright? Dude, what the hell was that? Dude, you gotta be kidding me, bro!
The guys actually uncover a homeless man in the dumpster who angrily comes after them.
I'm not even joking. That one. Oh, hell no! Oh, hell no! Oh, hell no! Oh, hell no! Oh, hell hell no. Oh hell no. Oh hell no. He's gotta go. No. Oh hell no. I freaking cut my...
Inside the dumpster was a homeless man, and he was not happy to see them. Before they even have time to process what they're looking at, the man springs up, furiously lunging at them. One of the guys isn't so lucky. He takes a small cut to the arm. But aside from that, they manage to escape unharmed. Dumpster diving can be unpredictable. Sometimes you walk away with valuable finds. Other times, you walk away running for your life. Would you ever try dumpster diving? Let us know in the comments below. And remember, sometimes you're not the only one searching through the trash. A lively crowd gathers in a busy bar in downtown LA for what promises to be another unpredictable open mic night. These kinds of events attract all sorts of performers, from seasoned comedians to complete amateurs stepping onto the stage for the first time. You never know what you're going to get, and on this particular evening, the audience would witness something so bizarre, so unsettling, that it would leave a lasting mark on everyone in attendance. The performer's name? Robert Camus.
Where's your funny face? Make funny face.
Interestingly, Robert wasn't some unknown face. He already had a long history on YouTube, appearing in countless videos performing skateboarding tricks alongside friends. But tonight wasn't about skateboarding. Tonight, he wanted to show off a different skill. Robert stepped onto the stage to perform a freestyle rap. Right from the start, it was rough. His words were slurred, his delivery offbeat, clearly the result of his intoxicated state. But at the end of the day, a bad open mic performance is nothing unusual. If anything, it's what makes these nights entertaining. A terrible freestyle? Embarrassing maybe, but not exactly newsworthy. However, Robert's performance was far from over. After stumbling through the first part of his song, his lyrics suddenly took a disturbing turn.
My fucking leg and then I'm out. Motherfucker, you don't even know fucking news. I killed my fucking buried that in the fucking dirt. Give it out.
Through his slurred words, he rapped, "I killed my bitch and buried that bitch in the funning dirt." Then, almost as an afterthought, he muttered, "I gotta go. The cops are looking for me." For a few seconds, the room froze. Some in the audience laughed it off, assuming it was just part of the act. The MC on stage even tried to brush it aside, joking that it was an Eminem-inspired performance. But others in the crowd were visibly uneasy. Something about Robert's words felt off. And as it turns out, their instincts were absolutely right.
Well, we're inside this bar, the King Eddie bar, and this is where Camus was standing when he did this rap version. And I guess the big question is, was it a confession?
Sitting just outside the bar, parked in plain sight, was Robert's gray Prius. Inside the trunk, a shovel, fresh dirt, and, most disturbingly, fresh blood. Blood that belonged to his girlfriend, Amanda Custer. That very same day, Amanda had been reported missing. A concerned neighbor had witnessed Robert carrying her limp body, placing it into the trunk of his car before driving away. Hours later, he was here, alone, freestyling at an open mic night. At the time, it seemed like nothing more than a bizarre, drunken performance. Today, it is widely regarded as a confession. Ultimately, this footage was used in court, playing a crucial role in Robert's conviction for the murder of Amanda Custer. But despite his conviction, one tragic truth remains. Amanda's body has never been found. And if Robert's own words are to be believed, then the horrifying reality is that somewhere, buried deep in the dirt, her remains still lie undiscovered.
Open the door.
This horrifying video was captured by Anton. He lives alone in an apartment in Paris, France. But on April 17, 2024, something happened that changed everything. It was just another regular workday. Anton was at home, focused on his laptop, when his doorbell suddenly rang. At first, he thought nothing of it. But as he stood up and walked toward the door, the ringing turned into loud, aggressive knocking. That's when Anton knew something was wrong. Instinct kicked in. Instead of opening the door, he grabbed his phone and began filming. What he captured was this.
Open the door. Please, open the door. Please. Please, open the door. Please.
I really started to be scared. He stayed quiet at my door for at least 20 minutes. I don't know if he's still here. I just called the cops. They should be here in 10 minutes.
Open the door.
And after a wait that seemed endless, the police finally arrived.
Hello, sir. You shouldn't be here. Please, let's go. Police. Let's go.
Anton made the right call. He phoned the police. Officers arrived quickly, removed the man from the building, and brought him in for questioning. Anton finally felt a sense of relief. The danger was gone. Peace had returned. But then, he got a phone call from the police. Have a listen.
Yes, hello, Mr. Wacker.
Yeah, hello?
So we proceed to arrest the individual who followed you to your home, but he has no criminal record and he has committed no offense. So I wanted to inform you that he has been released.
Wait, but if he comes back, what should I do?
Well, you'll have to call us back, sir. Have a good day. Goodbye.
Anton was stunned. The man had been released. No charges, no warning, just gone. How could someone capable of something like this be set free? Feeling a mix of fear and frustration, Anton turned to TikTok, hoping to warn others and show the world what really happened. His message was clear. There are people out there with dangerous intentions, and events like this still happen far too often, even today. So please, stay alert and stay safe out there. If you've spent any time on YouTube, chances are you've come across clips from To Catch a Predator. During its original run on Dateline NBC, the show was massively popular, and its host, Chris Hansen, quickly became a household name for confronting internet predators on national television.
How you doing? All right. Should have a seat over in that chair, please.
How you doing? Why don't you have a seat right over there? At the time, there was nothing else like it. It was gripping, shocking, and strangely captivating. A show that felt both like justice and entertainment rolled into one. That mix is probably why the series found a second life online. Even today, many of the episodes have been viewed over 50 million times on YouTube. But for a show that was so well known, so popular, it didn't last long, just 3 years. That's when I started wondering, how could something this successful vanish so suddenly? The answer is darker than you might expect. In the fall of 2007, the team behind To Catch a Predator, along with the group they worked with, Perverted Justice, set up another sting. This time, they used a fake MySpace profile, posing as a 13-year-old boy. Before long, an adult male reached out. He claimed to be a 19-year-old college student from the area, but a quick background check revealed the truth. He was actually in his late 50s. His name was Louis William Conrad, and he wasn't just anyone. He was a chief felony assistant district attorney for Rockwall County, Texas. That changed everything. This wasn't just another predator. This was a man in power, someone sworn to uphold the law, now accused of breaking it in the worst possible way. He had allegedly sent explicit messages and graphic photos to someone he believed was a child, to standpoint and in terms of ratings. But something felt off. After exchanging messages for a few hours and even calling the decoy directly.
Hello? Hey, Will.
Hey, what are you doing?
Nothing. What are you doing?
Nothing.
No?
No, I was looking up to see how to get to where you are.
Still thinking about me?
Yeah, where's your right hand?
It's in my pocket.
In your pocket?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And what are you doing with your right hand in your pocket?
Conrad suddenly went quiet. He stopped replying. He started deleting everything on his account. And after a few days, it became clear he wasn't going to show up at the Sting house. No footage, no confrontation, no arrest. But instead of letting it go, the team decided to try something they'd never done before: bring the sting to him. On November 5th, 2007. But both documents were reportedly filled with errors, including the wrong date and even the wrong county. Many believed the warrants wouldn't hold up in court. Still, the team pushed forward. Officers tried calling Conrad cuffs. But what happened next wasn't what anyone expected. Inside the home, in the days that followed, NBC was hit with a $105 million lawsuit filed by Conrad's sister. Though the case was settled privately with no public outcome, the damage was already done. The media turned on the show, questioning its ethics. Critics accused it of being more about entertainment than actual justice.
Now there are serious questions about what goes on behind the scenes.
Whose sting was this? The police departments or the vigilantes hired by Dateline?
You don't have the full transcripts?
I don't know. That's exactly part of my problem. The police department can't tell me whether or not I have the full transcripts.
Did your arresting officers, did they see the chats before they made the arrest?
In some cases, yes.
Did they see the entire chats?
Making it impossible, says District Attorney Roach, to mount a successful prosecution. Charges have been dropped against every single person arrested in the Murphy sting.
The backlash was swift and severe. And just like that, To Catch a Predator was canceled. It was an abrupt, tragic end to one of the most compelling and controversial television programs ever made. A show built on exposing the darkest parts of the internet, brought down by one dark moment of its own.
Si dicen la verdad hasta el final, podrían ganar 50,000 soles.
Television host Beto Ortiz steps onto the set for the very first episode of a brand new Peruvian talk show, El Valor de la Verdad, or The Value of Truth. The premise is simple and brutal. Contestants are strapped to a polygraph and asked deeply personal questions. If they answer truthfully, they win more money with each round. But the questions get more uncomfortable as the game goes on, and if the machine detects a lie, it's all over. There's another twist. The contestant is seated right next to their loved ones while answering questions. Questions that often involve them. The show quickly became known for its awkward, painful moments, but also for how addictive it was to watch. And this very first episode was unlike anything people had seen on TV before. The contestant was Ruth Thalia Saya Sanchez, a 19-year-old call center worker. She came onto the show with a dream of becoming famous and changing her life. Sitting beside her were her parents and her boyfriend, Brian Romero Lavilla. Ruth had grown up in poverty, and the cash prize could have transformed her entire future. That might be why she was so open, sometimes painfully so. She answered every question with brutal honesty. At one point, she admitted she wished she were white. In another, she said she was embarrassed by her parents' manners.
Señor, evidentemente es una respuesta
while they sat just across from her. Each answer seemed to cut deeper. Her mother eventually broke down in tears, but it didn't stop there. At one point, Ruth was asked, "Are you only with your boyfriend until someone better comes along?" She answered yes. Brian, sitting just feet away, didn't say a word. The questions kept coming, and they only got worse. Ruth soon revealed that, to make ends meet, she had worked as a stripper at a nightclub. No one in her life knew. Her parents were silent. Brian looked devastated. Then came the final question, the most difficult one of all. Have you ever accepted money in exchange for sex? Ruth took a breath and said yes.
Me retiro.
Se retira.
Me retiro.
She was just 3 questions away from the grand prize, but the show ended there. The reaction was intense. Some viewers praised Ruth for her honesty, calling her brave. Others criticized her for humiliating her family, especially Brian, in front of the entire country. Still, the episode became a massive hit. The network reportedly aired it for 12 weeks in a row. Ruth became instantly famous, appearing on news programs and talk shows. She'd finally gotten what she wanted: money, attention, and a new life. She walked away with 15,000 souls, around $5,800 at the time. For a brief moment, it seemed like everything had worked out. But then, Ruth disappeared. She stopped answering her phone. She missed appointments. Her house sat empty for days. 10 days passed with no sign of her. The community launched a massive search. Her parents and Brian, the same people who had stood beside her on the show, led the charge. Eventually, police made a grim discovery. Ruth's body had been buried in a shallow grave. She had died from asphyxiation. It was a clear case of murder, and there was only one real suspect. Just before she went missing, Ruth had appeared on another TV program. Her energy was low. She looked distant. She spoke about how her relationship with Brian had ended, most likely because of everything that had happened on the value of truth. Police brought Brian in for questioning. Eventually, he confessed. He said he was angry and humiliated by how Ruth had exposed him on national TV. He also believed he deserved a portion of the money she had won. Brian went to Ruth's house and gave her sleeping pills. Then, while she was unconscious, he assaulted her and killed her. He buried her body, hoping no one would ever find it. He was eventually found guilty and sentenced to life in prison. Despite the horror that followed its debut episode, The Value of Truth remained a popular show for years. But nothing ever came close to that first broadcast, a program that gave birth to a national scandal, a wave of uncomfortable conversations, and one of the darkest tragedies in television history. In this disturbing footage, we see an arrogant Russian streamer who thought it was acceptable to treat another human being with absolute cruelty.
What the I mean, I like bikers, man, but go slower when you pass some walkers, man. Almost killed myself right here, piece. He's still reading it like mother. Halo! Halo! Hey! Ne, model, si u redu? A? Model, 12 da naredim. A ne boš mogo vas, a? A moram rešilce poklicat. Je pizd, kako papa naj naredimo? A roka lahko... Pa si, a si nogo razbal? A ne moraš sam premakniti, a? Fuck, kako ne rešilco, ti mami pokličem.
The streamer had encountered a young man, a biker, who was clearly injured, but instead of helping, he immediately jumped to conclusions. He accused the man of being a criminal and refused to call for help. Why? Because the biker reportedly begged him not to involve the authorities. Most likely, the boy simply didn't have a valid license, a mistake that, in Russia, can cost a small fortune. But rather than show any compassion, the streamer chose to take advantage of his vulnerable state.
Kako naj te zdaj gor spravim? Ne moreš, a? Ja, dej. Kaj pa, če grem jaz po tvoja mami? A mi boš dal svoj telefon? Zanimam ga, lahko ti pa povem kam. Ok, dej. Ja, sam niti jaz ne vem dober, kje sem, veš. A si koliko si pa daleč od doma? Ma nisem, sem tam dal za ovinkam. Sejete pa rabajta. Iz te strani, ki si pršel? Ja. Dober, dej, ajde. S tem, ki si pršel, a ne?
I got new bike. God damn. Feels pretty nice. I'm bloody okay, man. The DNK, they're gonna find the DNK, man. Man, there is no help to him, man. I think he said he doesn't feel his legs, so he won't need the bike anymore.
And as if that wasn't heartless enough, he went so far as to steal the young man's gloves, leaving him wounded and alone in the middle of nowhere, exposed to the elements and unable to protect his hands.
Bi mi ful v roke. Bi mi dal ti še rukavice, a prav? Dej, saj zdaj jih ne rabiš več, a ne? Evo. O, malo so krvave, stari. Pizda si se mogel po rani šlatat. No, dej, grem zdaj jaz po tvoja matka, a prav? Sto mislu, aaaa!
Hey! What the f***? Man disappeared. What the f***? Oh.
Ja, ej, a si drugač tanko motor? A? A dej pa še govorit ne moreš več, ali kva? Ja, dej. Jaz moram iti, mami me je klicala, da je večerja. Tako da se vidim, da boš lahko. Glavnem, uživaj. Živ.
It's shocking to see such cold-blooded behavior, the kind that makes you question how far some people will go for attention or power. Thankfully, this wasn't the end for the biker. According to reports, a group of hikers eventually found him and rushed him to a nearby hospital. As for the streamer, my research shows he was prosecuted for his actions, facing heavy backlash not only from viewers, but from Russian authorities as well. That's all for today, folks. If you want to see more of this creepy content, click on the video on screen.